Howdy there. You know, I really like this movie. I should probably start by saying that I understand you might be a little confused. It Follows was released in 2015 and was never properly formatted into VHS. That being said, this isn't proper at all. In my various travels across retro art Instagram, I've stumbled upon a peculiar site that allows you to purchase fairly new movies on VHS. I was immediately intrigued and looked into their catalog, finding several titles I would love to buy. Geltoob is a small company run by maybe one or two people that creates these. Before I went crazy and ordered a bunch, I figured one was probably good enough for now. I don't want to jump the gun and buy a whole mess of them when I'm not even sure they're worth it. So I started with the true order title, It Follows, titled Dead. I want to talk about the movie first, and then we can get to the business and talk about how the work done on VHS. Rating it on the quality of art and design choices, as well as the tape itself, the way the tape plays and how it looks. First thing, the music in this film is incredible, written and performed by Disaster Piece. I wanted to find out more from his website, but good fucking lord, I can't understand how to use it at all. It's very vague and artsy. However, as far as his work goes on the film, I've never heard such a great mix of 70s slasher film scores and horror anthology stingers. He apparently almost didn't end up working on the film after losing touch with the director for about a year, but finally gave in to David Robert Mitchell's advances and scored the film. Disaster Piece also has a cameo in the film during the scene in the high school. Up on the TV screen is a man himself being a high school announcer. This man obviously appreciated the work of John Carpenter and bands like Goblin because it's super evident in the soundtrack. Second thing, the cinematography is absolutely incredible, and the choreography needed for the opening tracking shot alone is a testament to the talent and care on display here. There have been few opening scenes as great as this one. The use of angles and the center of the screen are so well handled in every single shot that I just want to drown my poor defenseless doppelganger in a toilet. The movie makes use of tracking shots so well that it's a wonder as to how the movie is not more praised for its technical prowess. I adore the effort, and I think you should too. Third thing, there are two things that make a movie for me: set design or location, and lighting. If you can put these two off in a non-boring and beautiful way, then your movie is perfect in my eyes. I wouldn't be bringing this up if this film hadn't nailed my taste right in the balls. The main house and every room in it are so incredibly well put together and stocked with props that it's alarming that they might not be actual places really lived in by people. Telephones and random blankets and little plates and blemishes in the wallpaper. These things make things look real. Take note, please. The cars put off this very lo-fi 80s vibe, and the clothes feel so well chosen for each character. As far as locations go, the movie theater, the abandoned car park, the pool house make this one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. There are few movies beyond Halloween 4, The Blob, and The Warriors that I see so much life beyond the screen. Fourth thing, the effect of making something that isn't there, holding something that the human brain recognizes is there, is a really neat trick, and this movie's use of that trick really freaks me out. I don't like invisible things having an effect on real shit. It probably stems back to reading The Invisible Man when I was a kid, and that weird fear still sticks with me. The fact that I can't figure out how they pulled it off practically is a little aggravating, but it is what it is. Other things that deserve appreciation. The old B-movies always on the TV are such a dorky and atmospheric choice. The stories that each form of the thing takes are really neat to think about. And the fact that that Greg guy clearly had an alternative motive when he started helping the group, it was nice to see a little backstory for Jay. Now, one thing that really bothers me whenever this movie comes up in discussion is the monster being slow. Get over it. Who cares? I don't understand the hate for this film in regards to the monster. Yes, it's slow. Yes, you can run from it. I feel like the horror is in the lapse of time that you feel free from responsibility only to remember that you are in constant danger and that you can put that onto somebody else at any time without even really meaning to. Like you left your house with the oven on. I do also think the acting is very meh, and there are no real standout performances here, but it holds up well enough to keep the illusion very well.
The cover is immaculate, and it's probably my favorite cover used on Geltoob's tapes. This one has a real classic slasher appeal. The aged effect used on the boundaries and folds on the cover are maybe not my favorite effect, but it is kind of cheap when it comes to the look of the entire product. That being my only real gripe, the Geltoob logo isn't too alien on the spine of the cover, considering how unfamiliar it might be to someone who collects VHS tapes. The rental stickers stuck into the case are genius and worth noting. The tape itself bears this neat sticker on the center that has the still of the film on it. You can tell this printer might have run out of ink part of the way through, but nitpicks aside, what a cool touch. The tape being played on a TV is sort of a mixed bag. It looks great as far as color and visibility are concerned, but beyond that, it does have this weird condensed widescreen feel. However, it doesn't really take away from the overall viewing experience.
So should you watch It Follows? Did I not just jerk the movie off for like 6 minutes? Should you buy it from Geltoob.com in confidence? Yeah, I'd give it a stamp of approval. Be aware that shipping times are a little longer because it's one dude who has to make each one, but if you give him time, he'll send you a product you can be excited for.
Alrighty, boys and lady boys. That's it for this episode of Cool VHS Reviews. But before I leave you, I'd like to let you know that my band Dead Dudes Get Wild is releasing their new EP, Kingdom Come, October 1st of 2020. It'll be available on all streaming platforms, including YouTube. Alright, now until next time, it's VHS or die. You have a good night.